Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another The Way I See It video with your host, Bobbbaaaay, your favorite bearded man. This video is going to be on a suggested morning routine, something that I follow, maybe that you could incorporate into your life. I can't directly quote who said this, but if you win the morning, you win the day. I'm very focused on setting myself up for the day by knocking out a bunch of things in the very beginning of my day when I first wake up, and I've found that this has helped prep me for what the day has ahead of me. So the first thing, get up early. My alarm clock is always at 6 a.m. I always get up for 6 unless I go to bed late for some reason, but I really try to religiously get up at 6 a.m. I like getting up early because I feel like I'm ahead of the ball. Everyone else is maybe still sleeping. They're getting up pretty soon. I'm able to just kind of put my phone down and focus on, what I'm about to get into, and there's not so much distractions. And I think it's just the way our mind works. I think when you first get up in the morning, you're refreshed. You just got off sleeping. You don't want to talk to anybody, so you're not sitting there texting, having conversations. It's easy to focus on what you need to do and what's in front of you. So before I get into, the tasks for the day, I look at these three things as like the prep of me warming up for the day, I guess you could say. The first thing would be writing for 10 minutes. So I just recently incorporated a journal into my life. Yes, I know. You don't necessarily need one of these. You can maybe use your cell phone, but I have found that actually writing gets me going for the day. And it can be about anything. I'll write for 10 minutes. Usually it's just a page in the journal about what's going on in my life or what I'm grateful for. It just kind of depends on what my mood is and what I would like to put into pen and paper. It's a good way to document your journey too, and something that you can reflect on. So I'll make sure to the day of the week, the time of day, and the actual date, so it's a reference point. Later down the road, I can flip through and see, what processes I was going through and what was in my mind. But I think that's a good first step to waking up. Start writing, gets the mind flowing. Second thing, I read for 15 minutes. I know these time intervals, it's up to you how you want to do it. I have found that this has worked, sometimes a little over, sometimes a little under. I'll read for 15 minutes. Can be anything, any book, any piece of material that's interesting to you. Right now, I'm reading Tribe of Mentors by Timothy Ferriss. Timothy Ferriss is a legend. This guy puts out great content. You don't necessarily have to read that book. You can read any book that you like, but I suggest 15 minutes. You have the writing that gets your mind flowing. You're reading. You're really starting to get warmed up for the day. So by the time we get to this first task of what we need to do for the day, we're able to knock it out. And the third and last thing that I do, meditate for 10 minutes. Previously talked a lot about meditation and how it's affected my life on my podcasts and sometimes in other content. This might be the first time for the way I see it visuals, but meditating has helped my life. And it's really because it's allowed me to be much more calm, be present, be appreciative of what I have, be grateful for the family that I have, and to focus on what I need to do in this very moment. Not what happened yesterday, not what's happening tomorrow. What do I need to do in this moment? And then when I get to that next thing on the list, I'll focus on that. But what do I need to do right now? Right now I'm focused on making this video. And then I'll be focused on the next thing I need to do in my day. It's the same thing with you. The meditation is very helpful. I always suggest, and this is not a paid ad, it's an app called Headspace. They do a 10-day free trial. And within that 10 free days, if you like it after, you can sign up for a month-to-month subscription or a yearly subscription. I'm not sure what the pricing is, but I highly suggest it. And if you don't have the money to afford meditation apps, totally understandable, because guess what? You don't need it. All meditation is you breathing, closing your eyes, counting your breaths 10 minutes a day, and just breathing in and out and just focusing on the breath. It allows you to kind of let your mind let free of all the other things that are going on in your life, the relationships, the new career switch, the stress you're having with your family. It allows you for 10 minutes of the day, and it's in the beginning of the day, to just forget it all. And I don't mean forget it all, put it all on pause. Just breathe and focus on what you have in front of you, which is the meditation, and just breathe for 10 minutes. And if that's good, awesome. You have to wake up early, you're getting ahead of the ball. Nobody else is up, you can focus on what you're gonna need to do. And before we get to that, we need to prep ourselves. Write for 10 minutes, anything you want, anything that comes to your mind, just keep writing. It'll feel good. You're putting this into paper, and now you have documentation of how you felt on that day or what was going through your mind. Number 2, read 10, 15 minutes. Again, any book you're interested in, any piece of content online maybe you want to look into, anything of that sort, it's gonna get that brain flowing. And then 3 being the meditation piece. It's allowing you to be at peace. It's allowing you to be present for what is ahead of you in that day. After you knock out all those, getting up early, writing, reading, meditating, that to me is the prep for the day. That is the warm up, and I'm ready to attack that day. I hope this video is helpful. I hope this is somewhat helpful for you and whatever you're doing. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe below. If you have a subject or topic you would like to see possibly next, feel free to drop a comment below. Take it for what it is. This is the way I see it.